In the foremost position, the existence of FTDs, failed to deliver, for AMC stocks or any stock on the open market legally issued by a company should be completely eradicated. This should apply universally to all stocks that are authorized and issued directly by the respective companies. Let me elucidate the rationale behind this assertion. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Daily Stock Update. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell so you never miss any of our uploads and also enter our giveaway. But before that, alert: this is not a financial advice video. The CUSIP number, which is linked to each security issued directly by a company, serves the fundamental purpose of distinguishing one share from another. This essentially implies that every stock present on the open market, subsequently distributed to ETFs or exchanged in the broader marketplace, possesses a unique identification. This means that if, hypothetically, someone borrows 1 million shares tomorrow, there should be a corresponding record for each of these shares. There should exist a traceable record detailing the origin of these shares. Moreover, the concept of fails to deliver should not even exist in the first place. Why? You might wonder, do these shares have distinct numbers if there is no concrete tracking in place? This is a valid query. The term CUSIP stands for the Committee on Uniform Securities Identification Procedures. It is this CUSIP number that identifies most financial instruments, including stocks of U.S. and Canadian companies, commercial paper, and U.S. government, as well as municipal bonds. In essence, this number provides a means of tracking. It facilitates the monitoring of the volume of shares shifting from one company to another and from one exchange to another. So, the task at hand primarily revolves around identifying the missing shares, deciphering their respective numbers, verifying their legitimacy, and considering the various fluctuations that can occur in specific companies, such as reverse stock splits or conversions. This is a task that a system, perhaps even one developed by ChatGPT, could feasibly accomplish in less than a month. How, you may ask? Consider this scenario. Let's take AMC, for instance. Imagine that AMC willingly shares its historical data, including all the CUSIP numbers associated with shares issued before a stock split, for instance. The intriguing aspect here is that AMC might already be hovering around the 51st or 52nd position on the threshold list. Once you possess this data, you can effectively track the trajectory of these shares as they move from AMC to the open market, such as the New York Stock Exchange, from AMC to institutional investors, from AMC to insiders as bonuses, and within option contracts. Subsequently, you can dissect ownership patterns and start discerning how the market might have become inundated with these failed-to-deliver shares seemingly materializing out of thin air. And here's the kicker. Suppose you come across a share listed as failed to deliver, identified as 1234, but records clearly indicate that this share is already part of an individual investor's portfolio, say, Investor X. This is where the notion of synthetic or replica shares comes into play. This underscores the imperative need for a systematic tracking mechanism for all these CUSIP numbers. Otherwise, the assignment of a new CUSIP number signifies very little, whether it's an old one or a new one. This holds true if there is no rigorous tracking system in place to monitor the distribution of shares and establish the legitimacy of each individual share. The crux of the matter is not the quantity of failed-to-deliver shares, be it 50 million or 100 million. Rather, it hinges on how many of these FTDs are actually real shares that were borrowed and never returned. Or are we dealing with a situation where shares should never have been in the open market in the first place? In essence, our speculation revolves around deciphering the reason for assigning numbers to these shares and understanding why there isn't a comprehensive system in place to meticulously track the number of shares, or at least their historical journey. Without such a system, one might wonder about the purpose of these numbers altogether. Friends, that's all we have for you today. What is your opinion about today's video? Get involved and let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.